It began on an ordinary February night in 1994, inside the emergency room of Riverside General Hospital, California. A 31-year-old woman named Gloria Ramirez was rushed in, gasping for air, her heart racing, her skin covered in an oily sheen. But what happened next would turn this quiet hospital into the center of one of the most disturbing unsolved medical mysteries in modern history. As nurses and doctors surrounded Gloria, a strange, garlic-like odor filled the room. One nurse noticed a metallic shimmer on her skin as if she was glowing faintly. Then, another saw crystals forming in her blood, an impossible sight. And within minutes, the medical staff themselves began collapsing, one after another, fainting, vomiting, gasping for air. Something, or someone, inside that ER was poisoning everyone. But the question still haunts science today. What was Gloria Ramirez really carrying in her body? Gloria was known as a kind, soft-spoken woman, a mother of two, recently diagnosed with late-stage cervical cancer. When she was brought to the ER that night, she was already in distress. Doctors prepared to stabilize her, but from the moment she arrived, everything felt wrong. The first to notice the smell was Nurse Susan Kane. She leaned in to draw blood and recoiled. The syringe emitted a strong ammonia-like odor. Then she saw it, oily droplets floating in the blood sample. Moments later, she began feeling dizzy. Next was medical resident Julie Gorshinsky, who felt her vision blur before collapsing to the floor. Soon, over 20 hospital workers were affected, all from being near Gloria. The ER was evacuated. The few who remained, wearing makeshift protective gear, tried to save her life. But within 45 minutes, Gloria Ramirez, the woman who would be forever known as the Toxic Lady, was pronounced dead. Yet even after her death, the effects continued. Hospital staff reported headaches, nausea, and memory loss for weeks. Some had to be hospitalized themselves. Investigators were stunned. How could a single patient cause a mass poisoning inside a hospital, a place built for safety and sterilization? The official autopsy was delayed for days because no one wanted to approach the body. When it finally took place, technicians wore full hazmat suits, fearing contamination. But the results were bizarrely inconclusive. No trace of cyanide, toxins, or radioactive materials. No biological pathogens. Nothing that explained the staff's violent reactions. It was as if Gloria's body had become chemically unstable, but no one could prove how or why. As panic began to spread among the public, state health officials decided to start an official investigation to find out what really happened inside the hospital that night. Two scientists, Dr. Ana Maria Osorio and Dr. Kirsten Waller, were assigned to uncover the truth. They interviewed every staff member, recreated the ER environment, and examined Gloria's remaining tissues. The pattern was puzzling. Those closest to her body were most affected, but only a few, not everyone. If it had been a toxic gas or radiation leak, everyone would have fallen ill. So, was this mass hysteria? The power of the mind triggering physical reactions under stress? Some officials believed it, but others called it a cruel dismissal of what the victims experienced. Then a new clue surfaced. Gloria's family revealed that she used dimethyl sulfoxide, DMSO, a home remedy once popular as a pain reliever. DMSO is an industrial solvent that, in small doses, is harmless, but in large concentrations can be dangerous. Investigators tested this theory. They found that under the hospital's intense lighting and oxygen levels, DMSO could chemically transform into dimethyl sulfate, a highly toxic gas known to cause paralysis, convulsions, and internal burns, symptoms eerily similar to what the staff experienced. Was this the answer? Did Gloria's use of DMSO, combined with her failing organs and the ER environment, create a perfect storm of chemistry, turning her body into a toxic generator? The official report suggested so, but many scientists weren't convinced. The transformation of DMSO into dimethyl sulfate under those exact conditions was theoretically possible, yet practically improbable. No similar case had ever been documented. To make things stranger, Gloria's body showed no damage consistent with exposure to such a toxic compound. So if not chemicals, what else could it be? Some fringe researchers proposed biological theories, an unknown bacterial process producing volatile compounds. Others whispered of classified military experiments, nerve agents or chemical testing gone wrong. And then there were those who believed the entire case was part of a cover-up, that Gloria S.'s death was linked to something far beyond ordinary science. Decades later, the mystery of the toxic lady remains unsolved. The DMSO theory stands as the official explanation, but even the scientists who wrote the report admitted they could never reproduce the event in a lab. No one knows for sure what transformed that hospital into a toxic zone. No one knows what was truly happening inside Gloria Ramirez's body that night. All that's left are questions and a haunting lesson about the limits of science. Sometimes, even in sterile, brightly lit hospital rooms, the unknown still finds a way in.